should you get a short scale bass? We're gonna answer some really important questions like, why do they even exist? Are they good enough on tone? Are they versatile enough? If you're new here, I'm Savage Fridays. I vlog about bass guitars, gear, and other fun music topics. And if any of that sounds fun to you, please subscribe. It lets me know to keep going. And speaking of subscribers, I have just surpassed the 1,000 subscriber mark. You guys, gals, thank you so much if you subscribe to the channel. You've been commenting or liking or dropping gear passages in the comments. You guys have given me video ideas for months, so stay tuned for more of those videos coming soon. Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about short scale basses. I have a 1970s Fender Mustang with Flatwounds strings, and I have a 1969 Ampeg Dan Armstrong bass. I have a 2018 Justin Meldal Johnson Signature Fender Mustang with Roundwounds strings. I am running these basses DI into my universal audio interface, and I put an Ampeg B15N on the bass to give it a little low end. Okay, so what does short scale mean?
I don't know.
Short scale means any bass under 32 inches as measured from the nut at the top of the bass to the bridge or bottom of the neck. And so that means the frets are closer together. The tension on the strings might be a little looser than on a longer necked bass, and the tone's going to be somewhat different as well. Now, regular basses like this Fender Precision here are 34 inches from nut to bridge, and that's considered standard. So why did the short scale become popular? In the 1960s, they were introduced as student or learner basses. Leo Fender, man, he is an innovator of innovators. I don't even know if he was a bass player, but that guy was cranking out guitar models that have withstood the test of time. The Fender Mustang featured this split coil pickup, very similar to a Fender Precision bass, a string through bridge like you see back here. The strings are coming out the back, and a very distinctive offset body. So there are some common myths with the short scale bass, that it's only for beginners or younger players, and that is no longer true. Many pro rockers have used the short scale bass, like Bill Wyman from the Rolling Stones, Tina Weymouth from the Talking Heads, although I know she used many different basses, as someone told me in the comments, and Justin Meldal Johnson from Beck and Nine Inch Nails. Another common myth is a short scale bass has no low end. Also untrue.
Stop it. Get some help.
These can be quite thumpy. Now, it's a different shape low end than maybe my other basses. This one might be rounder and thumpier, but I love it. We'll get into tone in a moment, but these can produce huge, deep tone, and they're played a lot in studios for that reason. The last common myth is that playing a short scale bass is less professional. No, the simplicity and playability of these makes them super versatile and really common in the studios. I've been handed these several times. This is a 1970s Fender Mustang with Flatwound strings. It's going through that Ampeg B15N, so it's got some of that vintage 1964 tone with a 1970s bass. Sorry to date drop so much.
I'm very sorry, and I apologize.
But now that I know all you gearheads are watching and you want it all, I'm going into dates. This is a 2018 model Justin Meldal Johnson Signature. However, this bass has been hot rodded, meaning I swapped out all of these electronics. Unlike that Fender Mustang I just played, that has all stock parts on it from the 70s. The 2018 Mustang was not cutting it for me, and so I changed this pickup to something DiMarzio, I believe, and the wiring on the inside so that it pulled from the pickup with the most power possible.
I need more power
in the circuitry. When we talk about the short scale bass, this only has 20 frets on it. This Mustang and the one I just played, they're closer together. It's a shorter neck than a Fender Precision, Jazz, or other full scale bass. jump in tone playing this guy and still a lot of low end, but put a pick in the mix and it just cuts. That pick sound with these hot-rodded electronics cut through like a knife. And I love that. You could probably get some slap tone out of this too, although I don't know if I would show up at a gig slapping the Mustang bass. Let's see. No. Okay, this next demo is with my 1969 Dan Armstrong bass by Ampeg. First of all, it is made of acrylic. Acrylic, it is clear. And that means the tone will sustain for days. The way acrylic receives tone compared to wood on the other basses, it's different and it's fun. Number 2, this bass is a dream. This bass is a bucket list dream of mine. I'm so happy I own it. Number 3, I modded this bass with this pickup here. This is a DiMarzio humbucker, very similar to the Gibson EB style basses and pickups in tone. That's 24 frets from the nut to the bridge. Unlike the Mustangs, which have only 20 frets, so with the cutaways on the body, you can get up here and do some cool higher up on the neck tone solos and sounds. That's the highest note I'm playing. You can toggle the tone on these a couple different ways with the way this pickup is wired. I'm going to keep it right in the middle. DiMarzio humbucker brings that fat, heavy low end, heavier than what stock Ampeg basses would bring. This could excel at Motown, soul, R&B thump. Okay, let's do a quick side-by-side comparison of a line played on the short scale bass and then a line played on the full scale bass. So I got the Fender Jazz out with some flats on it. Okay, let's hear the same demo on a full scale. I don't even know what to make of the difference in tone. And I played so much short scale before that my ear is wrapped around that tighter, punchier, clearer sound. And then I got to this and it felt like I was taking a mud bath. And those other short scale basses were really punching through, especially with a pick. The combo of a flatwound with a pick is really some of my favorite tones on a short scale. Not dissing the full scale, I tend to prefer it, and rarely do I take a short scale out to a gig. This starts to feel like what a P bass should sound like in roundness of low end. I'm recommitting to playing the Rickenbacker with all the comments and all of us dissecting the tone and how you have to stick with it. Okay, so you've heard all the demos, short versus full scale, and now it comes down to the big question. Should you get a short scale bass? Yes, you should get a short scale bass if you want a different flavor in your tone palette, or maybe you want that ease of play, or you're traveling a lot and don't want the big long bass, and you want comfort and playability. There's no denying that the short scale basses have faster necks with them being closer together. There's just less distance to cover. And finally, you should get the short scale bass if you play styles of music that benefit from its warm, thumpy round low end tone. And bonus round, if you're someone of smaller stature, maybe you're younger or you're female, a short scale bass is really playable and lightweight and easier on the back and the neck.
Look at that neck!
Maybe don't get a short scale bass if you need maximum sustain and brightness. That bass is going to cut through on certain band mixes and not on others. It's why I always tend to fall back on the full scale for many rock gigs. Maybe you're already comfortable with the feel of the long scale bass and you don't have any physical constraints, so don't need a short scale bass. So to recap everything we saw today, short scale basses are not just cute little basses for girls or students. They are legit tools with their own sound, feel, and thump that can cut through a mix or a band or many situations and brilliantly fill in the low end. They're fun to play and you can try them with different string and amp combos for maximum tone. If you're still sleeping on short scale basses, wake up! They are fun to have in the arsenal. Do you like short scale basses or know a make, model, or string combo you think I should know about? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. I can't play the short scale bass. I play the full scale bass too much, yeah. Got it, that was hard. The size is really nice and easy to get around and travel with.
That's what she said.